Ever wonder if Santa Claus has a dark side? What if I told you that in some parts of the world, he doesn't travel alone? Instead, he's accompanied by a terrifying horned creature whose job isn't to give gifts, but to punish the naughty. Welcome to the world of Krampus. Forget everything you thought you knew about a gentle, jolly Christmas. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the heart of the Austrian Alps, into a tradition that's as chilling as the winter snow. This is the Krampuslauf, the Krampus Run, a parade that feels more like a scene from a dark fantasy epic than a holiday celebration. So, who exactly is this menacing figure? Krampus is a horned, anthropomorphic figure from Central and Eastern Alpine folklore. His name comes from the German word Krampen, meaning claw. And trust me, he lives up to his name. With long, sharp claws, a snake-like tongue, and a body covered in dark fur, he is the stuff of nightmares. He carries chains, which he thrashes about, and a bundle of birch branches, called a ruten, which he uses to swat naughty children. In some legends, he even carries a basket or a sack on his back to haul the truly wicked ones away. You see, in these traditions, St. Nicholas isn't a one-man show. He's the benevolent gift-giver, rewarding the good children with sweets and presents. But Krampus is his enforcer, the shadow that follows the light. While St. Nick visits on December 6th, Krampus Night, or Krampusnacht, falls on the evening of December 5th. It's a night of delightful terror, where the lines between festive cheer and ancient folklore blur into a chaotic, thrilling spectacle. Now, let's talk about the main event, the Krampuslauf. This isn't just a few people in costumes. We're talking about massive parades where hundreds, sometimes thousands, of people participate. These groups, known as Passen, spend the entire year handcrafting their terrifying costumes. The masks, or larven, are the centerpiece. Traditionally carved from wood, like pine or linden, they are intricate works of art. Each one is unique, featuring massive horns from goats, rams or ibex, and painted with grotesque, demonic expressions. The level of craftsmanship is astounding. These aren't cheap Halloween masks. They are heirlooms, often passed down through generations. The rest of the costume is just as elaborate. Participants wear suits made of real sheep or goat skin, which can weigh up to 50 pounds. Attached to a belt around their waist are massive, heavy cowbells, called schellen. The purpose of these bells is to create an absolute cacophony, a deafening clang that announces their arrival long before you see them. The sound is meant to be intimidating, to drive away the evil spirits of winter, and frankly, to scare everyone in their path. Now picture this. The sun has set, the Alpine air is crisp and cold. The streets are lined with thousands of people, their breath fogging in the torchlight. In the distance you hear it. A faint, rhythmic clanging. It grows louder and louder, a chaotic symphony of iron. Then, you see them. A horde of demonic creatures emerges from the darkness, their eyes glowing, smoke billowing around them. This is the Krampuslauf. The energy is electric. It's a mix of fear, excitement, and pure adrenaline. The Krampus figures storm through the streets, lunging at the crowd. They thrash their chains, roar, and swing their birch switches at the legs of onlookers. It's a playful kind of chaos, but it's intense. Teenagers and young adults often taunt the Krampus figures, daring them to chase them, and the Krampus happily obliges. It's an interactive parade like no other. You're not just a spectator, you're part of the mayhem. But where did this wild tradition come from? The roots of Krampus are believed to be pre-Christian, tied to pagan rituals celebrating the winter solstice. He is thought to be the son of Hel, the Norse god of the underworld. When Christianity spread through the region, these pagan figures didn't just disappear. Instead, they were often absorbed into Christian traditions. Krampus was paired with St. Nicholas, transforming from a purely pagan spirit into a devilish companion, to a saint, a way to tame the wild folklore. For centuries, the Catholic Church tried to ban Krampus celebrations, viewing them as demonic and inappropriate. In fact, During the 1930s in Austria, the government condemned the tradition. But Krampus is a stubborn beast. The tradition survived in remote, isolated Alpine villages, passed down in secret from one generation to the next. It was a form of cultural resistance, a way of holding on to a unique identity. Then, in the late 20th and early 21st centuries, something amazing happened. Krampus experienced a massive resurgence. What was once a local village tradition exploded into a global phenomenon. People from all over the world now travel to Austria, Germany, and other Alpine regions just to witness these incredible parades. Krampus has appeared in movies, TV shows, and even on greeting cards, which were actually popular back in the 1800s, known as Krampuskarten. These vintage cards would say, "Gruß vom Krampus," greetings from Krampus, and often showed him stuffing children into his sack. Charming, right? But back to the parade. Amidst the chaos of the roaring demons, there's a moment of calm. A figure of light appears, Saint Nicholas. He moves serenely through the crowd, often accompanied by angels. He asks the children if they have been good and if they can recite a poem or a prayer. If they have, he rewards them with candy, nuts, and oranges. It's a beautiful contrast. The terror of the Krampus is balanced by the kindness of Saint Nicholas. It's a powerful reminder that even in the darkest, coldest nights of winter, there is still light and hope. This duality is the very heart of the celebration. It's about acknowledging both the good and the bad, the light and the shadow, within the holiday season and within ourselves. So, why does this seemingly terrifying tradition continue to thrive? For the communities, it's a huge source of pride. The Passen who perform are like local rock stars. It's a way to connect with their heritage, to keep an ancient craft alive, and to bring the community together for a night of cathartic release. It's a way of facing the demons of winter, both literal and metaphorical, and chasing them away with noise, fire, and a little bit of fearless fun. It reminds us that sometimes the best way to deal with the darkness is to look it right in the eye, maybe even give it a little chase, and have a good laugh about it afterward. The Krampuslauf is more than just a scary parade. It's a living, breathing piece of folklore. It's a testament to the power of tradition, community, and the wild, untamed spirit that still flickers in the heart of modern Europe. It's a side of the holiday season you won't find in any department store, a raw, primal celebration that connects us to a past that is both darker and, in many ways, more enchanting. So, the next time you're hanging your stocking, just remember, somewhere in the snowy Alps, a different kind of Christmas spirit is running wild. And maybe, just maybe, being good has never been more important. Thanks so much for joining me on this journey into the world of Krampus. If you enjoyed this dive into dark folklore, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more adventures into the world's most fascinating traditions. Let me know in the comments what you think of Krampus. Would you be brave enough to attend a Krampuslauf? Until next time, stay curious,